Welcome back to the Trader Podcast, episode 33. My name is Ryan.
And I'm Alex.
And we have a bit of a story for you today about a trader that came to us last month. Now, some of you may be in exactly the same boat as him, but we gave him our 3 top tips how to achieve his trading goal, which we're going to cover right now. So,
Join Gorilla. Buy signals.
Join Gorilla Trading.
And max out your credit card on prop firms.
Join signals, max your credit card out. Oh yeah, fucking hell, mate. That was our 3 top tips of how not to trade. So he's, I'd say he must be mid-30s. Sorry if you're not, mate. But, because he knows he's been mentioned on this podcast. Yeah. We asked him first. So mid-30s, been in the building trade for just over 10 years. Got wife, has 2 kids, right? So you can imagine he's time poor. He goes to work early, gets home late because he's got to travel. So he hasn't got a lot of time on his hands. He's tried manual trading, but didn't have time to fully commit and watch the manual trading course and then do all the back testing that's involved to progress and learn the manual trading strategy. Didn't have time for that. So he joined a signals group. We all know how that ends. They make you sign up to their broker. A load of rubbish. Third attempt was he got one of those bots that goes on MT Full that just trades gold. It ended up being a martingale strategy. Blew his funded trading.
He's literally been through the ringer.
Been through like the common 3 things that most traders go through and fail at, because those 3 things pretty much don't work. I mean, the first one, if you got a lot of time to commit to it, watch Sign's manual trading course, commit to it, do the back testing, yeah, you will find some success as long as it's a good strategy you're learning, right? But the other 2, they don't work. Signals and the whole MT4 bot. So needless to say, he is thinking, right, I'm running out of hope now and I'm going to quit. But like everyone does, I'm going to have one last throw at the dice. And lo and behold, he's found the Forex Club. Now, he came to us. He had a Zoom call with Alex. Alex, tell him how it went down.
Well, it was the usual kind of thing. We always do a Zoom call with someone just to make sure that they're the kind of person we want inside the community, because there's so many people that have the wrong kind of ideas about trading. They want to get rich quick and stuff like that. And we kind of do like I wouldn't say it's an interview, but we ask them the right questions just to make sure that it's kind of the right thing for them, because
it's a bit of a process.
I've been on a few Zoom calls where I've asked a few questions at the start and I've said, look, I don't think this is for you. Like, not in a horrible way. I'm not going to sell someone something that isn't going to do what they want it to do, and then complain about it. It's pointless.
And also, Joshua Bunker's tried to sneak in a couple of times. So we just got to double check that you are who you say you are.
So, we started asking questions, and he explained basically what Ryan's just said. He's kind of time poor. He's been through the signals route. He's looked at trading. He's bought some trading bots. Obviously, as you know, they're just pre-programmed. He had some sort of success, but no long-term consistency. So, he was making a little bit of money, blowing it all, making a little bit of money, blowing it all. He decided there's got to be a way to be more consistent. So during the call, I showed him the product. I explained it all to him. And the main benefit he's going to take away from it is he is time poor, right? The extra time that he has after work is spent with his kids and spent with his wife. It's like kids clubs, homework, reading the books, all of that stuff you've got to do.
Yeah.
So we kind of understand that process. Whenever we get a dad on a call, it's like, yeah, I can relate to that.
Yeah, we understand big time. Yeah.
So we gave him our top 3 trading tips.
Yeah, top 3 trading tips. So he said, right, guys, I want to get involved with you guys. I've seen your podcast, seen you online, seen all your reviews. Everything looks great. I'm going to take one last throw at the dice. I want to get involved with the automated system. So he come on board. He got next gen.
I think it's important to say also, he's failed multiple trading funded accounts.
Yeah, loads.
That was the main thing.
Yeah, 8, he said.
He wants to get funded, but he keeps blowing the challenges.
He's never got past phase 1.
Yeah.
And this is not getting past phase 1 because he hasn't got a proven strategy or system that he's using. So he half learned someone's manual training strategy because he didn't have the time to watch all these tutorials and hours and hours and hours of the back testing, right? So he kind of half knew the strategy. He's owned up to that. I couldn't put in as much time as I wanted to. 2, he tried the signals, which is rubbish. Okay, completely failed a challenge. And then 3, he tried the MT4 bot, which was martingale. So it made a good bit of profit, then just blew the whole lot. So he's never passed the phase 1 funded trading account challenge. So we said to him, right, when you come in, this is the top 3 things to do. You've got next gen now. The tutorials to know how next gen works is 2 hours and 30 minutes. So if you can't find 2 hours and 30 minutes throughout your week somewhere, even if you split it into 2, so 1 hour and 15 minute slots, you're never going to make any progress.
No. If you can't find 2.5 hours a week to dedicate to something, to make money, to change your life, then stop fucking moaning about not being able to make your circumstances better. Because people just moan. You give them a solution of 2.5 hours. They go, oh, it's a bit long.
Just get up 2.5 hours earlier.
Yeah.
Watch your tutorials.
That's
Guess
it.
what? You got 2.5 hours worth of knowledge
That's
now
it.
on how a proven system works, which is going to help you trade hands free.
I bet they watch 2.5 hours of fucking Netflix.
But that's the thing, innit? It's priorities. Like,
That's it.
some people's priorities are different. I want to do this thing. However, this new season of so-and-so just come out on Netflix. I'd rather watch that tonight. I really want to watch it. I've been looking forward to it for a year.
I swear you were watching you the other day.
Yeah, I was.
He's already watched the tutorials.
But
So he's all right.
I've already watched the tutorials, mate. I built the fucking system. You know what I mean? It's a good season as well.
Oh, I didn't finish the last one. I couldn't go on with it, mate.
Yeah, it's good. It's all right. It's a good watch. For those of you that have already watched the tutorials and got yourself into trading, go and give that little season a watch. It's all right.
So,
So,
it's season 4 now.
I don't even know,
I
mate.
watched the
I think it's season 4.
one when it was killing all the rich people. I
Yeah,
didn't like that one.
Killing the-
The
yeah,
new
that was it. That was the last season. Yeah, the new one now has got a big twist in it, mate. It's good.
I'll have to watch.
Yeah, so get on it. Right, so 2 hours and 30 minutes to watch the tutorials. That's step 1. Easy peasy. You now know how to use the system. Step 2.
Use our custom-built AI wizard on ChatGPT, so you can actually use that to find you a strategy that's pretty much, 80-90% ready?
Well, it would be 100% ready, right? The strategy.
Yeah.
However, you don't want to use the same strategy as everybody else for 2 reasons. One, if you're going to be using the same prop firms don't like people taking the exact same trades.
Yeah.
Because they think you're copy trading. So they think you're linked up to like a trade copy together. So to avoid that, what you can do, the ChatGPT system, the Wizard AI, which has been custom built and synced with our full automated trading system.
There's nearly 5,000 pre-made strategies.
Yeah.
All
And
completely
that's going
unique.
up every week.
Yeah, it's increasing every week.
And what that would do, that would give you the settings, literally copy and paste into the next gen system. You've got a strategy there now, right? But you want to tweak that strategy and make it bespoke to you because everyone sees the markets differently.
Exactly.
Also, you can get different entries to everybody else.
And different psychology. It might give you a strategy that's a 1-to-4 risk to reward ratio. You might want just a 1-to-2 in and out. So you can tweak that and make it completely unique.
Yeah, you could say to the Wizard AI, give me a scalping strategy of like a 1 to 1.5 risk to reward because you don't like to hold trades for a long periods of time. Bang, it would do that. There you go. Copy and paste these. So step 1, watch these tutorials. Step 2, the quickest way to get automated is speak to the Wizard AI ChatGPT system. It will give you a strategy to copy and paste into the next gen system. Now, you go one step further. Wizard AI, give me the top 3 strategies with a high strike rate and low drawdown that would be perfect for prop firm challenges. Boom, it's going to deliver you that. It's going to give you top 3 strategies. It's even going to tell you why these strategies are good to work together simultaneously. You can then use those 3 strategies.
Number 3.
Number 3, easiest part of them all.
Automation.
Automate the strategy.
Literally set an alert on TradingView. Bish, bash, bosh. Done.
So what we've done here, we've said to this trader, you're time poor, so what's the quickest route in? This isn't the quickest route to make as much profit as possible.
No.
This is the quickest route to get set up, get a good strategy, proven, all the back testing done for you, all the strategy creation pretty much done for you, hooked up, set up, trading without you having to sit on the chart, waiting for trades, doing all your analysis.
And he's also selected just one strategy. So a lot of people have 2 or 3 strategies. Obviously, when you're looking at a prop firm, having multiple strategies does increase the potential drawdown.
Yeah.
So therefore, you open yourself up to a bigger chance of blowing the account, okay? He selected just one strategy, and it was a gold strategy. Mm-hmm. He's been using it consistently, and it's working very well. How's it going?
Yeah, really well. So as we said on last week's podcast, a lot of traders are in gold longs strategy,
Yes.
and they've been absolutely crushing it because gold has obviously been popping off. So he's passed for the first time ever, 9th time lucky. This is not, we say 9th time lucky, but the first time using the next gen system. He's passed a prop firm phase 1 challenge, and he's in profit now on phase 2.
So there we are.
Get to work, watch the tutorials, there's 2.5 hours, go to the Wizard AI ChatGPT custom built system, which is synced with our full automated training system, copy and paste the strategy, automate the strategy once you've tweaked it, made it bespoke to you.
And this,
Quickest entry.
the hard truth is, right? And this is the hard truth that some people don't want to hear, right? Number 1, if you can't watch 2.5 hours worth of tutorials spread out over a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever it's going to be, right? If you can't type a few sentences or use the pre-existing prompts on ChatGPT, and you can't push a button to automate trading alert, which is literally 3 pushes of a button. If you cannot do that, then how do you expect to be successful? Like literally, if it's the same with. It's the same with like so many different things. People want a great body. They want to. If you can't stop eating fucking Cadbury's cream eggs, you're never gonna have a great body.
Yeah, if you can't get up and go to the gym,
That's it.
It's not going to happen.
It's not the steps that you need are not rocket science.
Yeah. So the reason why these steps usually don't happen is because step one doesn't happen. If someone comes in, right, to our community, I want to be an auto trader, great. But they can't be asked to watch the tutorials. How are they going to know how to progress on to the next steps? You need to know how to use the system that you're using. So this is like a test, right? So if you can't be asked to watch the tutorials, you should not be here. Because if you can't be asked to find 2.5 hours out of your week to better your life and your family's life and actually get a system which so many people are using now, they're funded, they're getting withdrawals, you know it works. If you can't be asked to dedicate 2.5 hours, then trust me, brother, you just will not be here. Because 2.5 hours to take a massive leap forward in your trading career is absolute minimal timescale. Minimal.
Absolute bare minimal.
Bare minimal. And then the next step is you're speaking to the Wizard AI, GPT. That's going to give you settings to copy and paste.
Yeah, literally copy and paste.
You're talking minutes now, right? Once you've done that, you can then tweak those settings using the knowledge that you've learned from the tutorials that you watched. Now you automate the trading. Done.
If I had £1 for every single person that said, so how do I automate it? Well, mate, if you go onto the tutorials and watch the video captioned, how to automate my strategy, then you'll know.
Then you'll know, yeah.
Right? But that doesn't mean that someone's being lazy. Sometimes it just means they got excited.
Yeah. And they want to get involved with it really quick.
Because what happens a lot of the time is, if you buy a new computer game, new Xbox game, right? You don't sit there and read the instructions. I don't even know if games come with instruction manuals anymore.
Mate, people don't even read the instructions for the IKEA furniture nowadays. Nah. They say, fuck me, what my bill?
Or
I wanted a chair. I've got a fucking table.
Or they watch a YouTube tutorial.
Yeah.
On how to build X product.
People want the quickest route into things, basically. And if you follow these 3 clear points that we gave this trader last month, he's already passed a phase 1 prop firm challenge using his gold strategy.
On the road to passing phase 2.
On the road to passing phase 2. All he done, he said, right, I'm going to do this. He got up earlier. He done it actually in 3 stints. He watched an hour one morning, an hour next morning, and 30 minutes the following morning. And the other 30 minutes is playing around with the system. So you can understand what he learned in tutorials. So he spent 3 hours doing tutorials, bit of playing around, right? Then he went to the Wizard AI. Boom. Literally, he said, I was on there for minutes. I literally used one of the pre-filled prompts. I got one strategy. I tweaked it, played around with it. He said, I played around with it. Don't forget, he's brand new. I played around with it for 30 minutes to an hour. He goes, I changed because I didn't want the entry to be the same in case anyone else had the same entries as me. He goes, I changed it around, made sure the entries are a bit different. He goes, I actually got the strike rate up a bit higher, which is what he was keen to do because previous stuff he's had a low strike rate, which is why he was blowing the funded trading accounts using these other companies. Then all he done, he automated it. Automation, literally, once you watch the tutorials, takes minutes. Yeah. You set a lot on TradingView, add a file to MT4, and MT4 will then catch the trade from TradingView, places the trade on your MT4 account. Done.
Simple.
There's ways, very quick ways into things. Some people like to make it difficult. You don't. There is, if people follow instructions, very simple ways that things can be done. People have innovated and using technology, things can be done in a very, very, very quick way if you follow the instructions properly and you listen to the people that have already achieved what you wanted to achieve. The blueprint's already there. Just a little bit of effort, a little bit of time, a little bit of discipline, and anybody can achieve what anyone else has achieved, right? Regardless of where you are now in your life. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter where you are. Doesn't matter what happened previously before this guy had failed multiple times, prop firm challenges. Never been a successful trader in his life. But it didn't tarnish himself with that and say, I'm never going to be a successful trader now. He was just learning the wrong things. He was using the wrong tools.
Yeah.
So if you find yourself in that situation, it doesn't mean that you are a shit trader. It just means you've most probably learned the wrong strategy. Like how proven was this strategy, right? You just see someone on social media hand it to you or you paid for it. Go somewhere where things are proven. Go somewhere where other people are getting success. You've seen people achieve what it is that you wanted to achieve. Follow in their footsteps. The path's already laid out.
Remove the learning curve. Speed up the process and get going as quickly as possible.
Yeah, speed is important as long as you learn correctly.
Money loves speed.
Money loves speed. So if you enjoyed this episode and you want to hear a bit more of a case study on some of our traders, or maybe we'll even get a trader on the podcast at some point, let us know.
Not having my seat.
Like, subscribe, chuck a few comments in there. What is it you want us to talk about? What is it you want us to show you about? Where it could be trading, business, whatever it may be, life. Alix's OnlyFans, whatever it is.
Mr. Potato Head.
Let us know. We'll catch you on the next one.
See you later.